Terry the Tomboy here, aka Loves Dirt 96 again. Well, time for a tale that's not very rife with strife. It's Draw My Tomboy Life. My name is Terry Tarmagan. The P is silent. And all my life I've been a tomboy. I guess I got my roots when the stork dropped me off under Oldie Oak. Oldie was a good enough parent figure. He taught me how to throw a frisbee and trap squirrels. But eventually I started craving food. Not squirrels, food, like pizza. So I wandered into the house by the creek and got some. It was so good I stayed and let that woman there call herself my mom. She's grumpy and always wanted me to be a ballerina, or a unicorn, or whatever pink thing it was that week. But I was more interested in being a firefighter, or a fighter pilot, or a Morgo fighter. Morgo is the mud monster who terrorizes the creek, and we've had some pretty grand battles. But eventually, in 2006, the head of the Monster Division relocated Morgo to Utah, where he now is tasked with going door to door, handing out pamphlets about monster awareness. Horrifying stuff. But it left the creek free of monsters, and I made a lot of good friends. Beatrice, a rabbit, Razzle, a lizard, and Beauregard, a squirrel, who forgave me for hunting his friends and family when my kite got stuck in a tree. After a tense round of negotiations, he gave me my kite, and I swore to protect him and his species with the vengeance of a badger. Oh, and I can't forget about Ronald. He's a badger, my best security guard. My mom said, if you want to live in this house, you have to go to school. So, introducing James Madison Junior High. My best friend Dungarty and I try to make it as fun as we can, whether it's ball catfishing or levitating in the lunchroom to make us seem possessed. Of course, there's always Britannica, my arch nemesis. Did you know she has a monkey tail? And you probably can't tell us over the internet, but she always smells like a baked potato. Also, her father is Satan. Okay, I'm lying. None of that is true. I mean, she would be fine if she would just leave me alone. No, you're stupid, Britannica. Then there's always my little brother, Brian. He likes to dance and sing, and he has the voice of an angel. I've never been able to quite capture his likeness, so here's a picture of Matt Damon instead. But enough of the boring stuff. What makes Terry, Terry? I once surfed on the treetops of the Boreal Forest. I named my first dog after my favorite food, butter. He was the best until one day he admitted to me he was actually an ancient dragon and flew back to his home. But I still get to see him on holidays. Oh, and I also base jumped off of Mount Rushmore once. And I left my impression. But if there's one thing that really defines who I am, it's my love for the great outdoors. Hunting, fishing, and camping are my passions. So, as long as I could do one of them, I don't think I need anything else in the world. Well, except for Beatrice, and Razzle, and Beauregard, oh, and Ronald, oh, and Duncanty, and Butter, and Brian, and yes, even my mom. Oh, and why not, even Britannica. She's the worst, but even a baked potato smelling spawn of Satan has her moments. And that's all my life up to this point. Well, that's all the time we have. Sorry, my drawings are so amazing. I haven't even had any formal training. And remember, a little grime is more than fine. See you next time. Cue the music. First things first, if you want to go to prom, you gotta have a date. I want Reese to ask me, so I made this Rebus puzzle. When the time is right, I'll just give it to him. Hi, Reese.